it was around September 2022, where I've kept receiving a lot of messages from people that were concerned about progression of AI and the fact that my name has been used many times back then, and I've become sort of like a default name or default prompt for an inspiration for generative AI to pursue certain style and create stylized images. And so I kept receiving those messages, and I was pretty new in that topic, so I did a little digging into that, and I contact with different artists like Carl Ortiz. So we started to talk a lot about what's currently happening and how to possibly deal with that. So we form a group of artists concerned about the fact that generative AI is progressing without any regulation, taking our works, our labor, years of labor without any consent, any permission. AGAR is a association to with the intention of pushing forward regulations over AI to fight with with all those issues violating copyrights and privacy, identity, and all that in European countries. Like we had 2 or 3 months of pure chaos, let's say, because the first association was the Concept Art Association, I guess, who actually reacted to that. But it was so fast that we have like just few months, or maybe almost a year, till the first uh, break when it comes to AI, and we had a lot of different iterations of generative AI softwares, and it's everything happened so fast that we as artists we had to deal with our clients, our daily chores, daily duties, and somehow respond to the accusations from the people that supports AI, and they were pro AI, and they were like accusing us for being for not supporting democratization of art, so to speak, like because that's where that's how AI developers are calling AI, generative AI, as a somehow like democratization of art. So we had to respond to that somehow. We had to deal with a lot of different, uh, you know, chaotic attitudes of people that were in our industry. Like I had like many interviews, I had like many messages from people that were really scared of what's going to happen in the future. So IGER was like one of the two, I guess, associations that were concerned, and Concept Art Association is actually working mostly on American ground, where IGER is actually pushing really successfully all those regulations into the European Parliament. No, definitely not. Like I like to say, like, if even if artists are hugely inspired by some artists, different artists, and supposedly they are they are judged by different artists, different critiques, different people, that they are stealing the style. They can be sued. They have the full accountability of that. Like they take the responsibility of taking this direction. Like I get really close to this style and I got sued, and the court is here to judge whether this was a fair use. This was the copyright violation. I got too close to the certain style, or I took advantage of certain tools, or whatever. We take the responsibility, and here, like someone is creating art that is using my name as a Greg Rutkowski. So should I sue this guy, or should I sue the AI developer? And that's like diluted. Like the responsibility is really diluted here, which actually is I think it's made on purpose from the side of AI developers. Like they know exactly that the you know we are not responsible for the creation of people, people are sick many times. They're creating really weird things, and we are not responsible for that. We are just allowing them to create. We are democratizing art. We are allowing, you're boosting creativity, like they're saying, but they're not responsible. They're cutting them off from being accountable for for all those creations. I would say that today AI is more discouraging young people by studying, and because it's pointless to today, because already big clients are resigning from the services from artists or human beings, and they're using AI over instead of that. So it's discouraging because there is lack of work. It's still in progress. So we hope for future regulations. So we will have the spot where we can, work safely and somehow sell our works or provide our services for clients using maybe different tools or painting traditionally, but pursuing our goals, pursuing and expanding our skill set. Definitely, yeah. If I had to, if I were at the beginning asked about whether I want to be included into the training data into developing AI, I would say no. I would have said no because I know that we are creating our career slowly with this slower pace but really consistent pace, and we want to be recognizable, and we are forced to resign from posting our works on the internet because of possible use from or training, possible scraping from places like ArtStation or social media. So it's even harder. Yeah. Today, yeah, I would say so. Because I think even if this is just a research project, today we have really fully commercial projects based on non-commercial research projects. So it's called like not sure if this is an exact expression and then an title to that, but it's like more like a data laundering, because
Yeah.
something that was actually should be provided as a research project that shouldn't be changed to the fully commercial model today is making billions, and it's creating more and more iterations, scraping more and more data, hoping for that model will stay, and the training data will be there for future models. The question is whether this AI based on Lion 5B, what was the purpose of that? Like to create something like interesting photographies. So why there are like medical records, photographs in that, or if they wanted to replicate some old masters pieces, so they should like train it on the public domain, or there are some fields where the data is actually on the reach of the hand, and it's available there. But there are also places that are strongly under the copyrights, like for instance our works, original works are under the copyrights, and it's not safe for work, not safe to use, and they should be aware of that. But I guess under the tag research project, anything can be included. I would really vote for rebuilding those data sets, like destroying it and then rebuilding with proper data. Not sure if this is possible, not sure if this is something that eventually will have to be done. But definitely compensation is one way of I don't know, like patching those errors that they made. But it's not up to me. Like I think court will decide, and future regulations. It's a small percentage of justice, I would say, but it's not like this money would hide the problem. We still work for our name to be recognizable, to get the clients to work as an artist, and having a compensation is patching a hole. Like still your name is being used, and still it's harder to get to your works, original works. Yeah, it's always like that because we are the entertainment of the world. We, as artists, as painters, as musicians, as sculptors, we are providing something that is making the world more beautiful, but it's not a crucial thing. And we are, many times we are left alone in the cases that are obviously a violation. So, and music industry is a little bit different than ours. Like music industry is much more aggressive, I would say. I mean, if someone steals someone else's work, there is like a process, a case in court, and there is like a copyright violation. There is a huge loud case about something, and it's not a case when it comes to painting and stealing someone else's work visually.